Hello and welcome. This is Chrisanne, and I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. Today we are going to be making a really quick, easy, simple gift to give to anybody, but I am making these for my son's coworkers, and they're all, well, all except one and my son are kind of older men. And what the heck do you give them? Really? So this is what I came up with. So this is book pages out of one book. If you watched my book haul where I showed a lot of the books, this is one of the books. So let me show you what it is. So I Velcroed here. You open it up and pull it out. It's a pen holder. And then I'm doing one of these pens that is like a leveler. It has measurements, metric inches, all that type of stuff. It can work on a screen. And then there's a screwdriver and bits in here. I think it's called like a 7-in-1 pen. And then I don't remember if this is something too, but whatever. You can get these at a lot of different little boutique gift shops, which is where this one is from. But then I also have a whole bunch of other types. And this is one of the other ones that I got on Temu. So I remember years and years and years and years ago, I bought a couple of these in downtown Disney. And I gave a couple of these to the men in my life as some gifts. So you can find them. If you look, you can find them. So, I'm giving this because they work with their hands. They need to have sort of like measures and different things. So I figured, okay, that's a holiday gift. And I just made this quick and easy little pen holder as a way of wrapping the pen. That's basically all it is. If they choose to keep it in this, that's fine. So my son works at the local transfer station, and these books are from the local transfer station, the recycled shed that they have. So all of the books and imagery that I'm using is all from there. I thought they would kind of get a kick out of it. Let me show you the book that I'm using before we get started. Grab it. All right. It is this book. Do not ask me to pronounce that. That's not going to be happening. And I showed this. Hold on. Oops. I showed this in my book haul, and it has all these really pretty pictures and things. So what I'm doing is I'm coming in and I'm grabbing some of the plain pages. This paper is thick. And I've already, let me get this out of my way. I've already picked out a picture from this book. So I can either use this one or I can use this one, but I'm going to be using this one. So like I said, this is quite substantial paper. And that's what I liked about it. I didn't do a great job cutting it there, but we don't use the whole thing. So what I did is I folded this in half. Number one, to make it easier for me to cut with this paper cutter. And number two, because I'm measuring the size of my pen. So this particular paper is 2.5, and I don't remember what this is. Hold on. Let me move all my stuff so I can give you measurements. And I have a couple of these pre-cut, but I want to give you measurements nonetheless. Okay, so this is 2.5 by 6.5, and the fold the actual fold size is 5 inches. So 5 inches up, I folded the paper. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's get some of these out of here. So we don't need this. What I'm doing is I'm just simply giving a decorated little thing to house the pen. That's all I'm doing. So what did I say? 5 inches. So let's fold this up 5 inches. And I am working on my Tonic glass mat. And I see there's a new glass mat on the market that is magnetized. I don't dare look into that yet, but that would be nice. So I folded this up 5 inches. Next thing I'm going to do is I am going to come in with my paper trimmer. I have to fold papers in half in order to get them in this paper trimmer. Big paper trimmers do not fit at this particular desk. When I'm outside, they do. So I'm just going to cut 2.5 inches going right across. And I need 2 of these to put together. And then I need another sort of photographic, decorative picture page to create the decoration on the front. So out of 1 sheet of paper, I am getting 2 of these made from 1 sheet. So let's move this out of the way. And I already have some of my decorated pieces from another piece, but we can certainly bring in some of those other ones. Let me give you the measurements on these too. This is 2 inches by 6 inches for these. So what I did, you can see this right here. I took 2 pieces. How did I do this? Nope, I didn't do it that way. I did it this way. I think. Oh, now I'm forgetting how I did it. I just did it too. Well, that's how I did it. That's how I did it. And I pulled them apart. Just made it myself and now I'm forgetting. Okay, so I have this paper like this, small end here. I have this paper facing this way because, see, I wanted the writing to go the right way. That's why I did that. So I have the big side here, the short side here. So I take the 2 short sides and I'm gluing the 2 short sides together so that once glued, let me get this one and measure it. It measures, without the flap, I'm not talking about the flap, 6.25 inches tall right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I just filled my art glitter glue. This has happened to me a couple times when I keep filling this, and I'm using art glitter glue to fill it. The glue inside is liquid. It's not thick. So I'm giving this a shake. I'm going to try it again. I have my backup glue, but I'm just letting you know. So let me hold this here. What did I say this was again? 6.25. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to hold this here, and I'm going to hold this to 6.25. It's these two. It's the two short sides that I'm gluing together. So 6 1/4 and there. Okay. I'm gonna kind of hold these together. I'm just gonna put some glue. Yeah, see now it's, oh yeah, see it's liquid again. No, I don't like that. I don't know why that keeps happening to me. This has happened multiple times. All right, so I'm coming in with my Nuvo glue. But I like that glue. I don't know. Okay, I'm making sure I'm lining up my sides. Now that liquid glue that's under there, I did not wipe it up on purpose because I'm just kind of squishing it all around. You see it's popping through there. I'm squishing it around. I do have my trusty filthy rag here that I can clean it up with, but it is going to leave a little bit of ink marks, but I don't care because this is going to be the inside. So there's that. Let me flip this over, and I want to add some glue here. This Nuvo glue is a lot thicker than that sort of watered down mess that art glitter glue is right now. So I held this down. I measured it. I think I'm going to have to give a little bit of a trim. Did I? Yep, nope, that's right. We're going to give this a little bit of a trim here. Still leaking that liquid glue. That's okay. Okay. In this case, visually, I'm just going to cut this part off. Now I have my gigantic scissors, but I also have my paper trimmer, which is guaranteed to get a straight line. My scissors are not. So let's just cut that much off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and create a notch hole with my, it's less than an inch, circle punch. Just did a half circle. Next thing I want to do is come in with my corner rounder. And I am using the biggest one. And I'm just coming in and I'm just getting every single corner while this is drying. My last one, I used clips to hold it all together while it was drying. I don't feel like I need that this go around. I mean, it feels like it's sticking together. The other reason why I want to use 2 pages together is because it gives it more stability. I could have taken one giant page. I don't really do a lot of sewing on my paper, but if I was going to sew, I would sew around the edge of all of this, you know, now, not this, just, you know, sew around here. Having the 2 pages together here gives it stability. We're going to be gluing this down in a minute. I just want to get all my corners rounded before I do my glue. You can do it after the glue, it doesn't matter, but I want to make sure I put glue around my corners that are being rounded. You'll see what I mean when I get to it. Throw those out. Okay, before I glue, I want to come in and do some Distress Oxide Ground Espresso. give this sort of a vintage feel. You know, the other thing I thought of doing, but I don't feel like I need it in this case because this paper is thick enough. But if this right here, this hinge didn't feel sturdy enough, come in and do some washi tape, either just on the outside or just on the inside or on the inside and outside. Washi tape will give it a lot more stability and it's visually pretty. This book page is fairly thick, so I'm relatively confident that that's going to hold. And let me see. This piece, you know what? I want to give this one a little bit of a trim too. It's just a smidge long here. I don't like the look of that. And that means I'm going to come in and redo my my corner rounders on it. Now, one tip that I will give you. I put Velcro on this to hold the whole thing closed. Do not do that until you have your pen in it. If you're going to use this for a pen or a pencil or something like that. Once you have the pen inside of this, it's almost a different shape and it's going to fall differently where the closure needs to be. So put your pen in it before you attach your Velcro closure. I was going to do it without the pen in it, and then I was like, wait a minute, this is going to fall differently. I know this is the inside. Most likely not going to be seen, but that's okay. This will be seen. I just wanted to do a cute little something to present the pen in. That's all this is. Whether they keep it or not is on them. That's fine. It doesn't faze me either way. Okay, so I think we have everything inked. Now I need to glue. Okay, we're done with this for now. We are done with this for now. We don't need this. We don't need this. I have my little garbage bag right here. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to add some glue to the inside of this. And I'm going to use this. So why I did the corner rounder first is because I just come right around that corner when I'm doing glue, and I'm keeping this on the edge. I am not doing this corner right up here, only the bottom, what will be the bottom corner. I'm doing a very thin line of glue. We're going to take this, we're going to make sure we line it up. Give it a press. I know it's squeezing out. Get that cleaned up immediately. Give this another press. And I'm wiping my fingers off on the my absolutely filthy cloth. There. If I want to come in with a couple clips and just hold that together. There. Now, the next thing I want to do is decide. Now, see, why I covered the front is because now the writing is upside down. This way, this way, this way, and this way is perfectly fine. I didn't like how it was this way. So that's why I came in with a decorative piece. Now this one is too big. You just trim it down to whatever it is that you want. In this case, I am going to trim this down a little bit more, and I'm going to cut some off here, the yellow part. All I did was take about 1/4 of an inch off of that. So now it measures at 2 1/4 by 5 3/4. Let's see how they do. Yep, that's good. Okay, so I need to come in and do my corner rounder because I want my round corners to match up with my round corners. Now, if you don't want to use another piece of book page as decoration, you can use stickers, you can use whatever. All of this is from the same book. I thought that was kind of cool. So I am going to ink around this. Not all of it's going to be seen, but some of it will be seen. I like for things to have a little bit of continuity. Rounding the corners, doing the brown edging, just keeps the continuity of the entire piece. Okay, I'm going to remove these. Let's check this out. That feels really good. Okay. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to add that right there. And there's still a really pretty picture on the other side too. But I chose what I chose. When you're working with liquid glue, it gives you a little bit of wiggle room to kind of move it into place, which I appreciate. Now, this is what I was talking about. If I'm going to come in and I'm going to add my Velcro dots, if I were to do it like this, see, it's flat, and that's where it's going to lay. But if I grab my other one that has the pen in it, it's bulky. It's different once you have the pen in it, or whatever it is that you're going to put in it. So for me, I'm going to put the pen in it, and then I'm going to put the Velcro in it. There. Just a cute little thinking of you kind of gift. It's just a little something to give to the guys at work. I like to make sure my Velcros are fully lined up. I'm going to add a dot of glue to these as well. I need another one of these Nuvo glues. Just a little bit of glue there. Put that there. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to this side. There we go. Just a dot. Now see, I have to line it up this way. And give this a press and just kind of hold it for a second. I'm letting the glue make contact. I'm letting the Velcro make contact. I'm letting everything sort of squish in there together. There, you can see it. And what the other thing I've noticed, if I need to come in and add a little bit of glue right here, and I will once this is, well, let's do it now. Just a little dot. I'll hold that while I hold that. I could also take the pen out and put a clip on it, which is what I did to my other one when I saw this was happening. But that's it, other than the fact that I took a scrap. Let me grab a scrap. I think I used all my scraps. Oh, no, I didn't. I took a scrap and I put it on the back just to give it a little bit more stability. Now, I have all these different pictures. This one coordinates with this. This is a completely different picture. But, I don't know. Should I use a completely different picture? Yeah, I think I will. But to glue this one down, I am going to take the pen out. I held the Velcro when I pulled it apart because the glue still isn't 100% dry. But I need this flat so I can glue this down. And let's come in. Grab my scissors for this one. See if I can cut it straight. Is that straight? Let's see. Oh, pretty straight. It's a Christmas miracle. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to round the corners. This gives the back a little bit more stability. It makes it a little bit more pretty. All of it. Let's get rid of these. I'm just going to do a quick little ink. Once again, it's not really going to be seen in most parts of this picture. Add a little bit of glue to this. And I have, it's either 4 or 5 of these to make. There. And that's the back. Back is pretty. The front is pretty. It's all one book. I used one book to make the whole thing. Kind of neat. Kind of pretty. Should we do one more together? Let's do one more. Because I have a lot of these to make. All right. So, let's see here. Which one do I like? Well, it's probably not really going to be seen that much because this will be seen right here. This won't be because I'm going to cover it. Okay, let me measure this once again at 6 1/4, and I think I'm going to go a smidge above 6 1/4 this time. Let's do 6 1/2. Let's line this up. Let's add some glue here. I just kind of hold things in place. Add some glue. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, darn. I meant to add the glue to the other side, but you know what? We're going to add the glue to this side. Let me remeasure it. Doesn't matter. This part doesn't matter. Because it's all the inside. So I want this one. Yep, we're going to do this one at 6 1/2. So that's 6 1/2 right there. Let's come in and we're going to add some glue here. I need new glue. I try not to get too glue happy because I don't want it to saturate my paper, but yet I do want it to hold my paper and give it a little bit more stability. There. There. I think I want to give that just a hair of a trim as well. And in this case, I'm going to cut just above the line so I have a guide. Oops, I had glue on my finger. And then I want to come in with my notch hole. Then I want to check this glue. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's held nicely. Okay, now I can come in and do my corner rounder everywhere. I just like the look of the corner rounder. It's just a little bit more of a finished. Sometimes it's a little bit more upscale kind of look. Even though I'm giving recycled books, I still would like it to be upscale. Let's get rid of these. Okay, now I want to glue, let's glue my sides. Then we're going to glue the front. Oh, you know what? We didn't ink it first. I want to ink it first. Let's give it a quick ink just to edge it. Super quick. So today we went out for a late lunch, early dinner. My son didn't actually have to go to work today. It was very, very cold. And they didn't want him working outside in the cold. So they said, hey, you don't have to come in. They weren't busy anyways. So that was good. So there's a local fish place. It's run by the local fishermen and women. And they do gluten-free and dairy-free. And today, on Fridays, so I'm filming this on a Friday, but I'm not going to post it on a Friday. But just know on Fridays, they do gluten-free, dairy-free fish and chips. 2 meals for $30. So we enjoy going there when we can. We can't afford to go every single week. Oh, wait a minute. I don't need that side. I need this side. We can't afford to go every single week, but when we can go, we get 2 meals for $30. And today, oh my gosh, the piece of fish, it was like that big for the fried fish. And then you get French fries with it, and you get coleslaw, and they make a delicious tartar sauce that we can eat, and it has dill in it, and I love dill. That's like one of my favorites. So for $30, we tried to get some tacos and some other things that they had as well, but this is pretty much all we can eat on the menu. They have raw oysters, and I love raw oysters. It's like my favorite food. It's up there with my favorite foods. Someday we're going to get some of those too. Maybe like my birthday or something, or maybe my son's birthday, if that's what he wants. So I'm going to give this a little bit of glue. I do come to that turned corner and just come all the way straight up. I come here to this turned corner, I try not to be like right on the edge because I don't want my glue squishing out. But it still happens. So anyways, we had a delicious lunch / dinner. Normally we go later. Like when we normally go later because my son typically works on Fridays. And when you go later, it's either 4 or 5 o'clock. They have live music. You typically have somebody sitting there playing the guitar, singing. One time they had somebody playing the guitar and the harmonica at the same time. And then he was singing in between all of that. And I was like, oh, he's good. I'm still going to stick to this picture. And I think I'm just going to round the corners and then ink edge it. So this is kind of slowly becoming one of our go-to places. It's 20 plus minutes south of our house. Depending on the season, it could be 30 minutes south of our house, traffic-wise. But today it was spectacular. It was very, very generous piece of fish. It's always generous, but today was even more generous. And I said to my son, is this piece of fish bigger than what we normally get? And he's like, yeah, I think it is. We both equally got very generous pieces. And it was delicious. And they have a big, like, serve your own water from this huge pitcher thing. You know, like with the spout on it. So it's not even like a big deal if you don't get a drink. And I'm okay with water. So there's that. Let's add something to the back. Let's do this one, and I'm going to trim down here. Let's see if I got that right. Yep, I did. Yay. So my son is now on school break. He's officially on winter break. So we were kind of celebrating by going out to eat. And I am going to brag. I am 100% going to brag. I know I do brag about my son, but I'm proud of him. I'm really going to brag now. So I requested his report card early. They're not sending out report cards until after Christmas, which I kind of chuckled. They were supposed to send them out well over a week ago. And I'm like, where's the report card? Did I not get it? So I called the school and I'm like, where's the report cards? And they're like, no, we decided we were going to send them later. There's a couple of grades that still aren't in. And, you know, they're giving kids an opportunity to succeed. And I appreciate that. Even though life has deadlines, you got to meet your deadlines. Unless it's some of the teachers that have maybe had like medical issues or whatever. I don't really know. I didn't ask. It's not my business. But I did say my son's grades are in. He has fully finished all of his work. Is his report card done? So they looked and they said, yes, it is. I said, good. Can you please send a hard copy home for my son? I would like to see what his report card is. I knew he was going to do well. He got straight 100s across the board in his classes. I'm bragging. I called my mother and I'm like, I've never seen a report card that looks like this. Meaning me, not meaning him. Meaning me. Oh my gosh. I was incredibly proud. Very, very, very proud of him. I'm like, holy crap, kid. You did well. So, super proud of him. We will celebrate even more during school break because I just think he's, you know, he has a lot of medical obstacles that are definitely in his way that would have put anybody else down and out. And he has succeeded. And I am very, very, very proud of him. He is a very smart cookie. And I'm going to brag. This is his senior year. He is choosing not to go to college. School is not really his thing. Even though he's gotten hundreds. Like, 100. He has a 4.0 GPA. Very proud of him. And this is high school. So, we tried calling his dad. His dad went to bed early. I don't think he felt well. So, we will call him tomorrow and brag to him. So there, I got the Velcro in there. I'm just giving it a squish. At the same time, I'm checking these edges on the decorative bits. But yeah, that's our pen holders. I think these are super simple, super cute, kind of quick, easy way to do gifts, or like a cute way to wrap the gifts, I guess, probably is a better way to say it. Let me put it in picture order here. Is that picture order? I think it's picture order. So there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have fun making these. I'd love to see if you get some of these made. You can tag me on Instagram. I'm KrisAnne1234. I'm also on Blue Sky, KrisAnne1234. And I'm on Facebook, Elemental Energies with KrisAnne. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Gosh, I would thoroughly appreciate it. I'm trying to get my numbers up. Pass it on. I would appreciate it. Think of it as a holiday gift to me for free. Thank you so much. Take care and be free.